Top 10 Prince Harry icks that made him unlikable. Starting off with number 10, attention to down there. One story about Prince Harry's frostbitten genitals gets far too much attention in his memoir, Spare, and even made headlines after it came out. In the memoir, Harry travels to the North Pole in advance of Prince William's wedding to Kate and returns home with frostbitten ears, cheeks, and todger. Upon arriving home, I'd been terrified to discover that my nether regions were also frost-nipped. An excerpt from the memoir. The reader is informed that Harry's penis was oscillating between extremely sensitive and borderline traumatized shortly thereafter. Frostnipistan was the last place I wanted to be. Harry eventually sees a doctor and tells him that it will be all good. One very close mate hired a seamstress to make a bespoke cushion. He writes later when he sets out to the South Pole with actor Dominic West, who would later portray Charles in The Crown. It was made from pieces of the softest fleece and was square, supportive, and enough said. Let's hope so. Number 9, profiting off the family. Even though they aren't going to be making money as working members of the royal family, Meghan and Harry have found other ways to collect their checks. Along with their highly controversial Netflix docuseries and the memoir Harry released, I have a feeling this couple has found their sweet spot when it comes to content the audience will pay for. The production company Archwell Productions signed the $100 million deal to make the Netflix series, as well as a $25 million deal with Spotify, where Meghan hosts a podcast and discusses real-life issues with celebrities, which eventually got canceled. Even though they were not paid for the interview they had done with Oprah, it cost the royal family their reputation. Meghan and Harry chose to expose the royals in their CBS special, where allegations of racism were brought up, unfair treatment towards Meghan, and even how they were cut off financially by the royals after stepping back from their responsibilities. As juicy as the memoir is, Harry doesn't seem to hold back his distaste for the relation the royals have with the British media. Harry even insinuated that the relationship the royals have with the press has dictated a lot of kinds of attention and headlines they've had, calling them an extended arm of PR for over 30 years. We already know how much Harry dislikes the paparazzi, especially after his mother's fatal car crash, so I guess there's no surprise that he decided to go in on the British media. And to be fair, I can't blame him for being annoyed with them. I can only imagine how tiring it is to have to be careful of how you live your life to avoid making headlines, as often as they already do. Number 8, twisting the truth. Meghan and Harry claim to have given up a lot to start a whole new life. But did they? So far, most things they have been doing involve the fact that they haven't given up some aspects of the life they were once living. For one, the title of Harry and Meghan's foundation caused some royal drama because they were told they were no longer allowed to use royal Sussexes. And they eventually came to an agreement that the title would be revised after the spring of 2020. Other ways it just doesn't seem that the couple has let go completely is by the fact that they are profiting off the grief they experienced from the royals and sharing it with people in different forms, like the series, interviews, and even the new memoir Harry dropped, which focuses greatly on how he dealt with all the royal drama and his experience with many incidences throughout his life. The controversial memoir that was released earlier this year has made quite a few people question Harry's intention. Highly sensitive information about family members is included, which obviously had not been discussed with the family members before. Things such as William being circumcised or Camilla being a villain just sounds like something Harry wanted to say to alter the way people look at them. The memoir seems like a stab in the back of his family, and it most definitely isn't a good look for Harry or Meghan. On to number 7, his Vegas pool game fight. Harry was involved in another embarrassing altercation when he was photographed wrestling a friend while playing a game of pool on vacation in Croatia. Although he later claimed the incident was a play fight, it still didn't go over very well with members of the public who were concerned about his behavior. On to number 6, the dark secrets, as a deepest secret still to be revealed. Prince Harry has been warned about royal retaliation. According to reports, Harry is concealing a damaging secret so he cannot respond other than to dismiss the potential leak as a flat lie. Following the torrent of negative allegations contained in Spare, royal staffers may attempt retaliation by providing information about the royal. If other royals approve of the release of the Duke of Sussex's deepest secret to the media, he could soon face immense damage, according to warnings. Radar, a celebrity website, was informed informed by a source that the information would have such a negative impact on Harry that he would be unable to respond other than to call the unspoken revelations lies. According to the insider, staffers of the firm want to discredit Harry at any opportunity because he has stood up to them and broken protocol during recent revelatory television appearances, a book, and a Netflix series about his life with wife Meghan Markle. They stated Harry wouldn't be surprised if the royals told the media some of his most intimate details. However, despite the dangers of retaliation, Harry is said to be relieved that his story is out there and has no regrets about the things that were revealed in Spare. It comes as media writer Sophie Ellsworth of The Australian stated that Harry should be wary of a counterattack as the rift between Harry and his father and brother grows. Number 5, revenge. Revenge is delicious. The question is whether the royal family will take vengeance. According to Miss Ellsworth in the Royal Report, what goes around comes around. He's trashed them, he's made a fortune out of it, and we should watch this space because I wouldn't be surprised if there is some leaking on him that will do him immense damage. I really want to know what it is that is gonna really damage his rep if it leaks. What do you guys think it might be? Comment below. However, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex still haven't decided. According to sources, the decision will be based on whether the King and Prince William will agree to hold a family meeting prior to the event to establish some guidelines. A source stated Harry has been very clear about his position and hasn't changed. He won't come if he thinks the atmosphere will be as bad as it was at the Queen's funeral and Platinum Jubilee. Number 4, a slice of the family drama. Where do we begin? Harry had a discussion with Will about Meg. An argument was created. According to Spare, William, future king, pushed Harry onto the floor. Prince Harry talks about the hierarchy in a video, says, you know, there's leaking, but there's also planning of stories. No one knows the full truth. We know the full truth. The Crown, based on stories from the royal family, is also receiving backlash on a storyline about the affair between Philip and friend Penny, which is believed to be insensitive, which is a fair point. Let the pair rest in peace. Number 3, financial independence. When Harry and Meghan made their bombshell announcement that they were stepping back from being full-time royals, the line that raised eyebrows the highest was that they wanted to work to be financially independent. To many royal watchers, the whole plan seemed to be a step into uncharted territory, if not a pipe dream. It's unprecedented, exclaimed Peter Hunt, the former BBC royal correspondent. How will the royal couple actually earn a living? Can they be half in and half out? Can they combine being a working royal and working for a normal living? Will it not inevitably lead to conflicts of interest and accusations that they are just cashing in on the royal name? The monarchy and money-making can be a toxic mix, and if history is any guide, Harry and Meghan might be in for a bumpy ride. There is, of course, one precedent of a royal duke who married an American and wanted to enjoy an independent income stream in the shape of the Duke of Windsor. Number 2, high on laughing gas. The fact that Prince Harry wrote about the birth of his son is not strange. Rather, the specifics he provided were fascinating. He, for instance, utilized Meghan's laughing gas. I took several piercing hits, he writes. Within the memoir, he describes his experience of taking so much laughing gas, he leaves none left for the pregnant wife of his child. And if that doesn't sound embarrassing to you, I honestly don't know what else could be at this point. And finally, number 1, trouble in Vegas. In August 2012, Prince Harry was photographed cavorting with a group of scantily clad women during a wild night out in Las Vegas. The incident embarrassed the royal family and resulted in an apology for Harry. The incident embarrassed the royal family and resulted in an apology from Harry for letting them down. Months later, Harry was involved in another embarrassing altercation when he was photographed wrestling a friend while playing a game of pool on vacation in Croatia. But that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more news on your favorite celebrities and juicy updates on your favorite royals. And I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.